So the big question, the one that everyone asks you, the one that everyone asks me, which frequent flyer program should I put my points into?
Everyone just wants me to just blurt out one frequent flyer program, don't they?
They want the secret.
But the answer is there isn't a universal one that will suit everyone. And there's different things that you need to consider. So what I mean by that, this is not a maths problem. It's not 2 + 2 = 4. And if you say anything else, you're incorrect. One program may suit one person and another program may suit another. So the types of things you need to consider is firstly, the ease of earning the points. It's no use going into a program and then that program has very limited, ability to earn points where you live, right? So, and that also applies to redeeming as well. So it's no use, earning into a program and then you can't redeem. So that's the first thing. The other thing to consider as well is does the airline program that you choose, does that airline actually fly to where you want to go? For most people, maybe not av geeks like me who like to connect, but for most people, they like to fly direct. And, you may wish to join that airline's frequent flyer program because you may wish to redeem points for those direct flights that you're after. So if your business, for example, does a lot of, work in Dallas, then you may skew towards a Qantas or a oneworld because American Airlines, Qantas, they both fly there. It's an American hub. But if your business does a lot of work in San Francisco, for example, you may look to the Velocity program because they're partnered with United and that's the only airline that flies direct between Australia and San Francisco. So that's another thing to consider. Are you seeking the best value from your rewards? Because if you are, then some programs do offer better value on a cents per point, if you want to calculate it that way, than others as well. So I won't mention some really bad ones, but there are some bad programs out there that you shouldn't even consider. And then there's some that can be quite good as well. So that could be your thing. And then in terms of, don't forget about status as well. If you fly a lot, you're going to get status, right? And then the benefits that each program provides at status levels differs. But if a program offers benefits in a particular status that you think, if I reach that, that's going to be very valuable to me, then you may wish to consider that program. So after I've said all this, you can see why there's no universal answer, right? These are the things that you need to consider for yourself, and your situation is going to be unique based on where you live. Are you flying enough to get status, etc., to make the answer different for everyone? But they're the types of things to consider.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of that resonates. I know when I talk to people, one of the top things that you said that really jumps out at me is almost reverse engineering what you want out of it. This idea of, someone asks me, what program should I choose? The first thing I'll ask them is, where do you want to go?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
If you have the goal in mind, if you have, hey, I want to get here, well, then you go, okay, well, what is the best avenue to get there? Look, if you've got a flexible program, you've probably got a lot of avenues to get there, but having that endpoint in mind is very helpful. You don't always need to have an endpoint in mind, but it is a great way to actually think about, well, what's the plan of attack here to get the outcome I want? Yeah,
definitely. Look, and some people are really picky, and they earn the points and then they want to go at this time on this route, etc. So if you're one of those people, you definitely want to really consider this which program should I choose very carefully. If you're more flexible, it's sort of a bit diluted because you can probably make any program work almost if you're flexible enough. But for most people, they're not, and for various reasons. And so maybe they can't fly at, off-peak periods and things like that. So, these are the things to consider.
We often talk about, hey, there's a lot of value in keeping your points in a flexible program, but there are instances outside of when you need to book a flight where you might not keep your points in a flexible program.
Yeah, that's a good question. So the general rule is, yes, keep your points in a flexible rewards account as long as you can. And they don't have expiry dates. So keep them there until you know what you want to use your points for, like you finalize your travel plans. The only catch sometimes is Pay Rewards, for example, at various times will provide bonus points promotion. So for example, you transfer your Pay Rewards points out to this airline program and you get 20%, 30% bonus, whatever it is. In that case, you then have to make a call. And the call is, can I see myself using that airline program in the near future? And that's probably the key point, in the near future, not in 12 years' time, because programs change their rules and their points, costs, and things like that. Can you see yourself using that reward program in the near future? If the answer is yes, you may wish to transfer the points to that program and get that benefit of the bonus even before you finalize your travel plans. But if the answer is no, I would still keep them in the flexible rewards account, because you know what? There'll be another bonus promotion at some point.
So I've got a question for you about status. So how important is status to booking frequent flyer seats?
It depends which airline program you're talking about. Some airline programs, it makes absolutely no difference whether you're at the bottom or the top tier member. The number of reward seats on issue will be the same. Other airline programs, they do offer more reward seats, or at least provide them at an earlier time based on the tier that you're at.
I like the idea of rewards, but I don't have a goal in mind. I'm not too sure where I want to go yet. Should I still be collecting reward points? Should I still be engaging in this ecosystem?
Yeah, absolutely, because you will eventually have a travel plan, I suspect. So you will finalize that travel plan. So the general rule there is, if you don't have any immediate plans, just keep them in a flexible rewards account. And again, that's the benefit of having flexible rewards programs, because it gives you that flexibility when you don't have any immediate travel plans. So keep earning them, absolutely, because you will have them, and then you want to have the points ready to go. But if you don't have immediate plans for them, keep them in the flexible rewards account.
So still value.
Yeah, absolutely. Dave, I've got a question for you.
Hit me, Skibbo. I've asked you a lot of questions.
I know. I'm loving being on the other end here. Why should businesses use pay.com.au?
Well, that's a really good question. We have the best business rewards program in Australia. It's easy for business owners to earn points quickly with pay.com.au. They can earn full points from paying their BAS payments. They can use their American Express for payments they never would have been able to before. We don't only help business owners earn points, we help business owners who use points. Pay.com.au is really interesting in that it helps business owners tap into up to 55 days worth of cash flow through their credit card.
Yeah, that's actually a point we haven't touched on, like the cash flow and the benefits there. So
there's cash flow advantages to using pay.com.au if set up in the right way. So you can often tap into your credit card's interest-free period and utilize that as a cash flow tool for your business.
Yeah, definitely.
So hopefully now that you've learned a lot about points and you're feeling more confident in engaging in the whole points ecosystem. We've got a lot more resources on pay.com.au, not only around what we've spoken about today, but a whole raft of other tips, tricks, and guides. If you haven't signed up to pay.com.au, the process is very simple. Get onto the platform, get verified, start processing your business payments, and start engaging in this world of rewards that we've been talking about today. Dan, it's been a pleasure having you here. I hope to do this again soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Dave, and anytime.